Today is Tuesday, May 7th, 2024, and we are going to do some shorter things today just to trace some of the trails that we have never done. So we're going to start with Winniweta Falls. The first thing on it is a crossing of the Ellis River, which can be impassable. So I'm wearing my flip-flops to start because that's what I was wearing when I got in the car. And I'm gonna wade across and then put on my shoes once I get across, assuming it's crossable. I do want sticks, yes. So this is only 0.9 each way. Our other plans are Iron Mountain, might do Eagle Mountain maybe, and what were we going to do yesterday? White Ledge. We'll see. We'll see what we're doing. I don't know. It's all up in the air, but it's beautiful. It's like 65 degrees out right now. And it's kind of late. It takes us a long time to get here. So it's like almost 10 o'clock. All right, we're off. This is the crossing. The trail, I believe, is right there. So it's definitely going to be weighted. And I think where these ripples are up here is going to be shallower, so I think I'm going to go up there and cross. Okay, so we made it across. So the trail is below this rippling water, and I thought that the ripples would be at least taller rocks that you could kind of stay shallow on, but it didn't really work out. So we just came through above it, right in here, and it was, I think, maxed out around knee deep. It was mostly under the knee, mid shin. So now we gotta get back on the trail. It looks like there's like a washout area up in here too. Hopefully there won't be any water in there. We shall see. So we've been walking up on a trail that is like a old forest road, but they're maintained by Jackson Ski Touring in the winter. So they have really nice trail signs at the intersections. They have a map of where you are. So we're going to continue on. This area all up in here has had a bunch of stone walls in it. And what else? Oh, when you cross the river, if you're using Gaia GPS, it shows the trailhead, but then it doesn't really show a trail. So when you cross the river, you will see like a path that looks like a well-beaten trail to the right, and that's what you want to take, and it opens out into like a logging road pretty quickly. And that, once you're on that, it's on Gaia. You just have to get to it. All right, I can hear the waterfall. Okay, there it is. That's a pretty waterfall. Easy walk, but a little tricky on the water crossing. And then behind John is that lower part where I was just starting to come out. I guess I could probably go out there and get a shot of both of them. Anyway, looks like there's a little waterfall coming down here too. Cool. Let's go back and take a look. Winniweta Falls. Okay, so this is both steps. We came out right there initially, but looking pretty nice from down here. And there's also a side little waterfall thing coming in. Very cool. And short hike. I'm at 0.93 right now. Okay, so we climbed up to the top of the falls along the logging road because the White Mountain Guide says go up to the top of the falls. So we did. And you just come off the side. This is right at the top. There's another waterfall right here that's quite pretty, and then it comes into a pool. And this is like a bottleneck right before it goes over the falls. So you come out a little bit more. Right in there. Winniweta Falls. All right, so we're gonna head back. We've got other hikes to do today. This was pretty though. I liked it. If it didn't have that water crossing, I think everybody would be here. So there's parking for maybe 6 cars, depending on how people park on the side of Route 16 in Jackson. We are almost to the site of our second hike. This is Iron Mountain Road. We drove up it about another 200 feet and then decided no way. So we backed out and are parked on the side of the road now. I think we're 7/10 from the trailhead. As you can see, maybe you can see, they had a lot of damage here. So this is a really deep gully, and this is a less deep gully. We straddled it, John did, in the car, until we got up there. And then we said, oh, I don't know. And I think if we had just gotten by this little section, we probably would have been good to go. But right here, you kind of run out of real estate for both wheels. Not good. So that'll make it a longer hike, but it's still short. Iron Mountain is 0.9 miles to the summit, which is viewless. And then if you descend the other side a little bit, or a lot, I think it's 1.5 to get down to the view that has extensive view ledges. So we're gonna go there and have lunch. We made it up to the trailhead. I don't know if you can see, there's a little sign right there, and it says if the parking is full, there's overflow parking a quarter mile back, which we also passed. There's the parking lot. And a lot of people consider this the most beautiful trailhead in the Whites.
Best one I've seen.
So we haven't really seen it yet, but wait till you see. It goes through private land. Okay. There it is. The trailhead sign. Now we go up these stairs, which I think are relatively new.
Before you go too far.
Oh, I have what? You want a picture?
Yeah.
We're gonna get up these stairs, and there's over here's Stairs Mountain, and then going along the Mount Blanc Range, and then up here is the Mount Washington. So I'll get a better shot up higher. Okay, so this is Stairs Mountain right behind that house. And then look at that view. Awesome. It's pretty. Trail cuts through the private property, so you just want to stay on the trail. We are approaching the wooded summit now of Iron Mountain. I didn't shoot any more video, but I should have, because it's a really nice trail. I really enjoyed it. Maybe part of that is it had a lot of switchbacks, so it was pretty gentle climbing. And it also wasn't terribly eroded like so many other trails that are heavily used. Is this the summit?
I believe so.
Doesn't have a canister.
Oh, there might be one.
Oh, it looks like,
Off the side.
I was gonna say, it looks like the high point is over here. Maybe not. It's on the 500 highest.
I'm just gonna peek
You go poke around.
for a minute.
All right. We saw a group of 4 other people. And as far as cars go, I mean, nobody could make it up to the trailhead. So there was a car from Maryland that was a sedan that was quite a ways back. And there was at least one other local car, because their license plate was a local location. I don't know if that was somebody hiking here. They were just pulled off on the side of the road. It could have been someone who owned some property up here. I don't know. But very, very quiet day.
I don't see anything.
You don't see anything. Okay, I'm calling this the summit because that's what it says on the map.
Wait there for me.
I will wait for you. So now we're going to continue on to get down to the view ledge. And there's also, if you continue further, there are remnants of the mining. So I think we're going to do all that while we're up here. And, oh, black flies. They are starting now. So we encountered them at the car near the Ellis River for our first hike up to the waterfall. And then they were at the car when we got out of the car on the side of Iron Mountain Road. As soon as we started walking, we kind of left them behind. But I can see the things swarming. So we were getting a breeze most of the time, which is good. So hopefully we won't get swarmed when we're out there having lunch. Okay, so it helps to actually look at your map and not just guess. This is more like the summit. It's definitely higher than where we were and has a remnant from a fire tower. Yes. I say, I guess I should look at the map. Oh yeah, here's a survey marker. I can smell the creosote even though it doesn't really look very creosote-y. Is this the high point?
Yep.
Okay. Because that over there looks also kind of high.
There's no marker over there.
All right. So this is the summit. It's not totally. I mean, I can see Mount Washington through the trees, but okay. All right. We're about maybe 1/10 of a mile from the view. And this side of the mountain is marked by cairns, pretty much. I haven't seen any blazes. The other side they look like new yellow blazes, but they're so high. It's like they were planning for deep, deep snow, but this trail is not really accessible in the winter, so I don't know why they bothered to put them quite so high. They're like
7 or 8 feet.
They're not where you would look. Yeah, that's my complaint on the trail. The blazes are too high, but this part is really nice. I'm not sure if the other people ahead of us came out here. Doesn't seem like it to me, which is a shame because not really anything to see up at the summit. I hear this is quite the view. So it's quite a lot of descent. You just have to be aware that you are climbing up the mountain and then down it to get to the view, which means you have to ascend it again on the way out. And unlike the other side, there aren't any switchbacks, which I guess is good. Short and sweet, but it's tougher climbing. Okay, so there is an actual sign out here at a junction. We're going to go to the ledges first, have lunch, come back and go down to the old mine site, and then head back to the car. We just popped out on this expansive view cliff. Wow, it keeps going, huh? Let's see what we can see. I think that's Attitash ski area. Oh, now I don't know. I gotta look at all my surroundings here because I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Oh, there's Chicorowa. Let's see. Right there. So that is, I believe, Attitash ski area. I have to verify that. And then, ooh, look at that. Is this, wow. Look at all the rock on that mountain. What is that? Is this Table Mountain? Right here?
Oh, I don't know. I can tell you.
That is cool looking. All right, I need to actually cheat. Okay, so this is Passaconaway.
Mount Langdon.
That's Langdon?
It's out here.
Really?
It
Okay,
might be.
okay, so, excuse me. If that's Langdon, then Parker would be, I can't even see, right behind this tree, right? Ooh, he's below us. I think that was a vulture, turkey vulture. What's this 4,000 footer? Is that tripyramids? These are the Osceolas out here. This thing looks really big. What is it? I gotta check on that. There should be the Hancocks in there, which I think is this lump right in here. All right. Wow, this is nice. I mean, the views looking towards the presidentials would have been nice to have those too, but these at least are pretty close. And this area right here is really neat in real life. All open rock. I wonder if you can get up to that. Oh, here's that turkey vulture coming right out in here. There he goes. All right, lunchtime. Okay, I just checked, and I don't have let me grab a pole so I can point. All right, there is Middle Moat, North Moat. Then this right here is Big Attitash. So the ski areas are Attitash. I can barely see on here. Chicorowa. Then there's a bump in front of Chicorowa. That's Table Mountain, which is a 52 with a view. How come I don't know what this one is? I think this might be Bear Mountain, but I'm not positive. Back here is Passaconaway. You've got the Sleepers. White Face, the Sleepers, the Tri-Pyramids. In front of that, there's a point. That's Bartlett Haystack. Over here is Mount Tremont. In the foreground with this big not slidey, but slab area, that's Mount Langdon. This big thing over here is the Osceolas. And then in front of that is Mount Kankamagus. And also something else. And then this over here is, shoot, now I'm losing my mind. I gotta turn also. Oh, I'm on a cliff side here. See, you could. Okay. Yeah, Kerrigan. Right. This is Kerrigan. And then closer in right here is Mount Parker. Okay. Lovely views and huge, huge slab all over the place here. Nice. We're the only people. All right. So our next stop is going to be the mining site. Okay, so we are at the end of trail sign. But if you look, I don't know if you can tell, there's a cairn right there. And actually, there is another trail called, what was it called? Old Mill Trail? There's a sign up here. So we're at the mine site. There's like a pile of slag or whatever you want to call it. And then behind John, you know, there's a trail right there behind you going out to another pile of something. And then up here there's a sign, which will probably be hard to read. Old Mine Trail to Jericho Road. So that is not White Mountain official. So we have done what we need to do. We just have to get back to our car. South Cliffs 0.1, Iron Mountain 0.9, and Iron Mountain Road 1.7. So we're about 2.5 miles from our car. And then this is like filled with water. It's just an old mining pit. All right. I mean, I guess if it's your thing, I don't find it all that interesting, but
It's a bit of history.
it is a little bit of history. I think I am going to walk over there though,
Okay.
because I'm not coming back here again, I don't think. Not to this. Might as well. It's interesting because this pile of rock is like all rusted the way iron would look. Okay, let's go out here and see if there's anything. Well, it's clearly a pile of debris from mining. Let's see. Yep, a pile of mining debris. Okay. And it goes down the hill a little bit. There you have it. The Iron Mountain mining site. We are nearly back to the trailhead now. So this is a private residence that is seasonal. Excuse me. And it is the site of a old farm. So this big open area must have been farmed at some point. I think it was the Hayes Farm. I can't remember the name. Sounds right. So yeah, this was Iron Mountain. It's a little wet right here, and they want you to stay on the trail, which I think goes right through here. What can I say about Iron Mountain? It was a nice trail. To go up to the summit was like really not typical White Mountain. Lots of switchbacks, very gentle incline, and then don't want to go for a swim in this. From the summit down to the view was more typical. It doubled the length of the hike to do that, and I think it added. Do you remember what the difference in elevation was?
I thought it said 800.
I think it was 800 feet added, yeah. But totally worth it. So here's the, yeah, look at that. Awesome. Wow. Beautiful. Fantastic. And then to go to the mine, you had to backtrack from the ledges a little bit, and then you descend again. And I would say it's not worth it unless you're doing a trace or you're really, really interested in mining. Not worth it. But that's just my opinion. And the climb up really went by fast. Didn't seem bad to me at all. I don't know. It was good. This was, I think, better than many of the current 52 of the views. It'd be nice if the access road were in better shape, but actually they were working on the bottom of it when we came in. So maybe, in the next month they'll have it set to go, because I'm sure that there are homeowners out here that can't get to their properties. All right, and I think the decision now is to go home. We were thinking we'd do White Ledge, but save it for another day. I think this was a great day. The waterfall was excellent. Nice way to start the day. And then being up there to have lunch. Hey, look, a car. How'd they get in there? That person's daring. That's all I can say. Wow. Yeah, but no thanks. I didn't see anyone else out on the trail. I guess they could have been on the ledge when we came up from the mine. I don't know. That's crazy. Good for them. Personally, I'm glad that we didn't try. We have a habit of doing sketchy stuff, especially with our cars. This time, I think sanity prevailed. Right?
Yeah.
I think so. All right, now we're just road walking out to the car.